Hi and welcome to my channel. So when you compare the pay in the UK for various jobs and you look at other countries, the pay is so bad, so pathetic and so miserable in the UK. And let me tell you, it doesn't matter what job you're doing in the UK or how much you're earning, you're going to sit one day and say to yourself, why is my pay so bad? Is it worth it? Am I worthy of this or I deserve way better? In today's video, I'm going to tell you why the pay in the UK is so bad when you compare that to other countries. It is not a coincidence and it's not something that, in fact, there's a good explanation for that. And so it is up to you as an individual to make the most of the opportunities that this country has to offer, because if you don't, you're going to lose out big time. So if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I do appreciate your time. If you haven't joined this family, hit the subscribe button now so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here. So when you compare the pay, like I've said, it is really, really pathetic. But let me tell you one thing that the UK is going to guarantee you. They're guaranteeing you education, they're going to guarantee you health, and they're going to guarantee you safety. These three things don't come free, they come at a cost. But the way the cost is spread out is in a very passive way. What this means is that you're paying for everything. Nothing is free, because some people are like, hey, Melvis, the UK, everything is free. Healthcare is free. We're really lucky. And I'm like, no, it isn't free. Somebody is always paying for something. So, by the way, I do have a free newsletter. I've dropped the link in the comment section below. You drop your name and email, you're part of the newsletter. I send you information about free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK or switch your visa if you're already in the UK. I also send you information about career progression opportunities in the UK. What are some of the best jobs for you to get in the UK? Apprenticeships where you can study without paying any tuition fees, obviously in the UK. Side hustles, work from home jobs that you can do in order to supplement your income with these low paying jobs that we're talking about. So if you check the comment section below, it won't take you 20 seconds. You drop your name and email and you are part of the newsletter. You're also going to find my contact details on there, so that if you need any tailored, individualized, personalized guidance, do get in contact with me and I can support you with that process. Because let me tell you, you cannot succeed, excel and thrive in a system that you do not understand. So if you want to succeed in the UK, the first thing is you need to open your mind to understand the system. When you understand the system, then you're going to see ways that you can use in order to make the most of the best opportunities in this country. And the few people that get to understand the system are the few people that are going to be successful in the UK, love the country, and enjoy the opportunities that it brings. Majority of us will never understand what the system is, and so we're going to be broke, working hard, doing 60 hours a week with nothing to show for it. So if you're watching my videos, look, you need to be part of the top 1% of people that are here to succeed, to thrive, to get the best of the most prestigious, highest paying opportunities. So what is it with regards to health? The first thing regarding health, or let's say education, by the way, which is something that is I'm way more passionate about. I'm a nurse, but I mean education. So the UK offers a system of apprenticeships. For example, the apprenticeships means that you are paid in order for you to study and in order for you to work at the same time. So this is something that you don't pay as a candidate, but look, somebody is paying, and it is a system where the country has put in place so that they can kind of increase the workforce, which means that if you're wanting to study in the UK, there is no reason why you should be paying your own tuition fees to study. It's not about the fact that you can afford it, because some people are like, hey, I'm gonna work and save for my own tuition fees because that's what I should do. Look, you're not understanding the system, and so you're gonna keep spending money, losing money, and spending and spending and spending. And because the UK has the system of education where they are guaranteeing you education on a platter of gold, but you need to know how to take it. So again, it is something that you're paying for indirectly from your taxes, from if you look at your pay slip every month in the UK, there's a lot of money that is going to be going to taxes. Those taxes are funding all those facilities that are available. So you cannot say that it is free, because nothing is free. That's what I'm saying. Nothing is absolutely free. Somebody is always paying for something. So when you're doing an apprenticeship compared to other countries, let me give an example. I have just completed an apprenticeship in advanced clinical practice because I work as an advanced nurse practitioner for the NHS here in the UK, which is the most senior clinical nursing position. I've got a cousin of mine that lives in the US of A, and just to put this into context, she's got student loans of over £300,000 to become an advanced nurse practitioner. So while we were studying at the same time, she is owing over £300,000 in student loans for her to become an advanced nurse practitioner because she's in the US. I'm in the UK. My employer was paying me about £50,000 per year to study for my own course, paying my own tuition fees, and supporting me with the course, which means that upon successful completion, I don't owe any money. In fact, I owe nothing at all, and I've saved up a whole lot of money from the 3 years that I've been studying. So as you can see, already we're starting on a very different footing. Again, my cousin who is in the US, for example, she's her starting salary maybe 100,000, 120,000 pounds per year. Mine in the UK maybe 70,000 pounds per year. As you can see, if you ignore the currency exchanges and all that and just check the currency as it is, you will see that okay, I earn less in the UK with 70,000 compared to somebody in the US of A earning 100,000 or 120,000 pounds, excluding obviously the exchange rates. Because if you start exchanging it, then the person in the UK actually earns more money than the person in the US. But let's just take the numbers for what they are. So as you can see again, there is quite a massive difference. If both of us decided to work locum, which is working agency work, we would all earn quite a lot of money. But again, because I'm in the UK and I've been able to take advantage of the fact that I could study for free, that is something that has come to my advantage. So again, this is to say that if you're in the UK and you're wanting to study and to progress in your career, there are ways to go about it that those ways are going to make you to save a lot of money, and that is the way that you can benefit from the system to compensate with the low pay that you have. Because if I was earning 70,000 per year and I had to pay 300,000 pounds or 100,000 in tuition fees and loans, it would be a different position. But because I've studied without paying any tuition fees, even if I earn 70,000, it's not so bad because I've got nothing to pay, and all that. So again, if you're an overseas worker, for example, or you're in the UK, as you know, tuition fees are free, obviously, for your kids. If you're studying in secondary school, whatever they call the classes, you don't pay. As in, the kids are not actually paying tuition fees for normal schools, but we are paying in taxes. So again, is to be aware that actually it's not all free. So that is one point when it comes to education. Also, university tuition fees for international students are over the roof at this point in time, with most universities charging over £15,000 per year for tuition fees. Let me tell you, they're not charging you for the actual tuition, as in a teacher standing and talking to you, because even the lecturers themselves are paid very little money, peanuts. When you look at some of the lecturer jobs, it's like 30,000 per year, 40,000. Like, that is so bad. But the students are paying the tuition fees for the state of the art facilities that they have access to. You're paying for the fact that you've got a library with resources. You have the latest journal articles from the top publications in the world. You've got authors who are at the top of their game. That's what you're paying for. So it is more about paying for the service, which if you don't take advantage of that service, you are losing out. And by the way, I do have a private career coaching program where I offer tailored, personalized, individualized guidance. If you can, check the description box below or the About You YouTube channel. And you're going to find a link to join my coaching program. So if you're looking for career progression in the UK, apprenticeship so you can be paid to study in the UK without paying tuition fees, you're looking for free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK or switch your visa if you're already in this amazing country, you're looking for career progression opportunities, like I've said, absolutely mind-blowing, a must to pursue. It's not an easy path, but who said anything was going to be easy anyway? You put in the effort, you get exactly what you put in. So I'll support you with all of that. And like I said earlier, my newsletter is in the comment section. Do join a newsletter so that I send that info directly to your inbox, and also get in contact with me ASAP if you need that one-to-one tailored, personalized, and individualized guidance. Also, if you're enjoying this content, hit the like button. It lets me know you enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more, and share this also with your friends and loved ones so they're aware of some of these things. I know these are videos that very few people get interested, but I know that the few people that are interested in these videos are part of the top 1% of people that will succeed, excel, and thrive in the UK. Because 99% of us, the truth is that we will not. We will remain in the same position until we retire and do whatever is going to happen to us, but 99% of people will remain in the same position without any progression, without anything else until they retire, which for me is very sad and very disheartening. So, again, if you're watching this, congratulations, you're part of the top 1% of us that will get out of that I don't want to say comfort zone because it's a very bad situation to be in, but you're part of the top 1% of us that will make it in this country. Why not? Of course, we're going to put in the effort, so rightfully so we should benefit from that. And then the next thing we're going to talk about is health. Again, people go on saying, oh, health is free in the UK. It isn't quite free. If you're an overseas candidate, you're going to pay the healthcare surcharge, which is going to cost you thousands and thousands of pounds to be able to get your UK visa and live in this country. So again, as you can see, it is not all free, and you're going to be paying taxes, national insurance as well, and all of that. Also, the time that you're going to get your healthcare interventions is going to have a massive impact as well, which means some of those interventions don't even come in a timely manner. But again, that's a topic for another day. But you're guaranteed healthcare support at the point of need and at the point of use, which is the best thing about the UK, because they always guarantee that you're going to be treated when and if you're unwell, which is something that other countries do not have. Because you would literally be dying and they'll be like, hey, have you got your PIN number? Because if you don't have your PIN number for your bank card, we're not going to be treating you. And it's moral. Well, I don't want to say it's wrong, but I mean that's the system that those countries have. So in the UK, that's why again things are very expensive and the pay is so low, because you and I are indirectly already paying for those services. And then one of the things also is in terms of safety. I was talking to my neighbor a while ago and she was like, oh, Melvis, we're really lucky in this country because we just put our beans out and somebody comes and takes them away and we don't even need to worry. And I was like, actually, we're not lucky because we're paying for this council tax. You need to pay council tax every single month in the UK, depending on where you live, your house price, how big is your house, and all that. My house currently, I pay over 200 pounds per month to the council. And so if they're picking my beans, I don't sit there thinking, oh my God, I'm so lucky somebody's picking up my beans. I sit there thinking, well, that's fine. You know what I mean? Because it's a service. You've paid for the service and somebody's offering you the service. So it's good that the service is there, but I mean, it isn't free. So my point is the fact of seeing that everything is free. There is nothing that is free. Someone is always paying for something. And so when you understand that, again, like I say, then that's when you're going to excel in this country. And know that it's about the service that is being rendered. It's about who is in charge at what point in time. Having those tarred roads, having good roads, having clean water, and all of that, it comes at a cost. It comes with a price tag. It is not free. And so the best thing you can do is, while you're working, being paid should not be your objective. What advantages can you get from that job that will compensate the low pay? That's what you should be thinking. And training, education, qualifications, progression, those are the only things that you can get out of that situation. If you're a student, making use of the library, getting those facilities, you don't need to buy a laptop. You could go to your university library and borrow a laptop and use for the entire duration of your course, so that you're not spending £1,000, for example, buying one. Again, that's part of it. Not buying any books at all for your course, so that you're getting access to books from your library and making use of them, not because they are free, but because you pay tuition fees. That's how you should be thinking. If you're working in the UK, making use of the apprenticeships, going for training, if you want to study, do a master's, do a PhD, get your employer to pay for that, so that you're benefiting indirectly from the low pay, so that at the end of the day, the low pay is going to compensate from all the other advantages that you have. But let me tell you, if you're not making use of these advantages, it is a lost opportunity for you. You're missing out on opportunities. If you're a student in the UK and you're using Google to get journals, and you're not going to the databases that your university has provided, so that you can excel, you know what I mean, really enrich your knowledge with those best journals that you're already paying £20,000 per year for, you are doing a disservice to yourself. And the whole point of this video is that you need to understand the system to succeed. You need to understand the system to excel. You must make the effort to really understand what is going on, because the system of capitalism is really something that needs to be understood. And for me, I don't leave any stones unturned. I make sure that if I'm somewhere, I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty, get into the details to understand what's going on. So leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think about all of this, and I'll see you in this video right